Hey everyone, Justina LeeStolz here with Century 21. Today I want to offer you some advice. Advice on how to pick a realtor that is a good fit and a good match for you. And my advice is to ask them 3 questions. At least 3 questions. Start with 3 questions and then move on. These questions are a foundation, a basis to really start to get to know the person. Now, caveat here, if you don't care about knowing and getting to know your realtor and the person that is about to help you either buy or sell a very large amount of real estate, then disregard these questions. Don't watch this video. It's not for you. If you are a person who cares about having a relationship with your realtor and knowing, liking, and trusting them before you trust them to complete this transaction with you, these questions are for you. So, what's question number 1? Question number 1 is ask them, do you love what you do? You will know right away if they do or not, because most people aren't very good at lying. And that initial reaction on their face, how they respond, that tells you something. It's incredibly powerful to see that first reaction that somebody has when you say, do you love what you do? And if their immediate response is, yeah, of course, I love what I do, you know that there's a hesitation there. And they may just be waiting for the next best thing to come along, and their heart and soul might not be in their career anymore. The second question that you should ask them is, do you have boundaries? Do you have work hours? I mean, there are 2 sides to the coin of working with a workaholic. On one side, it's very convenient to know that you can ask them questions any time of the day, literally any time of the day, morning, noon, night, middle of the night. You know that they're going to answer because they are constantly on and working. So when you wake up at 2, 3, 4 a.m. and you have that burning question that just cannot wait until morning, you can text them and your realtor might actually respond back to you because they might be working at that time of night. Now, the flip side to that is that when you work with a workaholic, it might mean that they're burning their candle at both ends. So if they're burning their candle at both ends, you can probably guess that you are not the only client who is calling them at all hours of the day. And that candle wick gets shorter and shorter, which eventually means that it's going to affect their work, their quality of work, and their communication and response times. So if you've built a relationship based on immediate responses, it might be difficult to keep that up as their candle and their wick gets shorter and shorter. So flip sides of working with a workaholic, they're always available, but it might mean that they're not taking the best care of themselves, eating, sleeping, exercising, keeping sane mind in order to serve you best. And that might affect the quality of work and the amount of attention they give to detail in the work that they're doing for you. Question number 3, what is your list of focus? Assuming that you have a list of focus at all, this is a very important question to ask your realtor because it will tell you something about where you fall in the list of priorities. And what I mean by that is this. When I start working with a client for the first time, I tell them this: my family is my priority. There even a slide and a page in my presentation, whether I'm working with buyers or with sellers, all of my clients know that my family is my priority number 1. So what does that mean in actual practice and daily activity? It means that Sunday nights, we don't do showings. Unless you are 121% sure that it is the house of your dreams, we have the offer written before we get there, there is no house and no showing that can't be done on Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, or Monday morning. Sunday night is holy time with the family. That is family dinner. It is laughing, hanging out, catching up with my family. That means that they are number 1 and priority. It also means that if there's a family emergency, I am going to prioritize that and I will be there for them no matter what. Next on my list is health and then work. And the reason why health comes first is because if I am eating right, sleeping right, exercising, I consider those an investment into my business and the way that I work so that I can serve my clients better. Because I know for myself that when I'm not eating right and when I'm not sleeping, sleep is super important. When I'm not sleeping right, my quality of work goes down because my ability to concentrate and to really provide full thoughts, outside of the box creativity is diminished when I don't get enough proper care for myself. So my priorities go family, health, and then work. And in that order, I'm able to provide the best quality and the best service to my clients. And they know that. These are some questions that I would highly suggest that you start a conversation with any agent that you're interviewing or considering working with on a potential sale or potential purchase. Either one, it doesn't matter. These are foundational questions that help you understand where your agent is, 1, in their career, 2, in their own life, and 3, in their priorities, and where you fall within all of those as well. I hope that this has helped you to start thinking a little bit more outside the box about who you're picking when you pick your agent, and at least giving you some questions to start a foundation for a conversation. Stay tuned for more tips and tricks to come.